Hi, I'm Kevin with the Y Richmond, and welcome to my channel. Today, we're talking about 11 random things about me. So it was my birthday recently, and I wanted to do this vlog. I've been keeping a list actually for the last few months about the tiniest, most random things about me. I hope you enjoy. All right, so number one on the list is I love food dares. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always loved the challenge, and it turns out that love of challenges extends to food. I remember in the 7th grade, we were at like a Pizza Hut in Oklahoma, and my friend dared me to like take the top off of the crushed red pepper shaker and dump it in my mouth and swallow it. And he said he would give me $10. And I don't remember what I did with that $10, but I remember feeling good that I earned it without much hubbub. I thought it was so easy. I wasn't crying, my mouth wasn't burning or anything. It was just like, okay, what's next? I thought I had a superpower, but it just turns out I have a diminished sense of taste and smell. So it's easier for me to eat hot things without so much of an intense reaction. I remember watching Fear Factor with my brother Josh, and we would like see all the people eating the crazy stuff, and I'd be like, yeah, I could totally do that. If that show ever comes back, I'd probably sign up for it. The next thing, this is super random actually, but I love piñatas. I don't know why, but I do. Ever since I was a little kid, and even up until adulthood. I mean, I think it's because I like treasures, so yeah. I like a piñata. Next, Luca is my favorite Pixar movie. For so long, it was The Incredibles, and I still stand The Incredibles. I mean, that movie is fantastic filmmaking, but Luca came along, and my gosh, I probably watched it 4 times within 2 days. It stays in my continue watching queue on Disney Plus. It's just, I love the story. I love the setting. It makes me want to go back to Italy. It made me want to eat ice cream. It made me want to swim in the ocean. It's such a good movie. If you haven't seen Luca, I highly recommend it. And if you haven't seen The Incredibles, what are you doing? Go watch that movie. Next is a super random fact. But I'm not really a big animal person. All right, let's just get it out there. I feel like I can say that and be honest with you, family member or friend or new friend. But yeah, I'm not like a really big animal person, which sometimes can be difficult in LA because there's such a big pet culture here. But I'm not a big animal person. But I do love bunnies and turtles. I remember when I was a little kid hearing the story of the tortoise and the hare, and just feeling like, why can't they be friends? I thought they should be friends and not be in this entrenched in this competition with each other. I don't know why I thought the competition was so dramatic. I mean, it literally was just a race. But from this fable, I guess, grew my love of bunny rabbits and turtles. Those are my favorites. I actually had a bunny rabbit when I was a little kid. It was my first pet ever. And he was so adorable, to me at least. But my mom thought he was like possessed because he kept escaping from his cage. And I don't know what was going on, because it was like just us in the house, like my mom, my dad, me, my brother. But like every night that rabbit would get out of that cage, and I remember seeing her like stack books on top of that cage and like books in front of it. But seriously, I would wake up the next day to rush in there to greet him, and he would be gone. And every time when we would look to find him, he would be under my parents' bed. And that freaked my mom out. She thought he was possessed. I mean, he was one of those bright white rabbits with the pink eyes. So he did look kind of crazy, but I liked him. But unfortunately, he was not long for our family. But I still love bunnies. The next random thing is I can do backflips. I learned how to do backflips when I was a little kid, and we moved to Oklahoma. And in Oklahoma, some of the guys who were in my grade who were popular knew how to do backflips. So I set a goal to learn how to do backflips, and I watched a lot of Power Rangers. I hurled myself off of a lot of hills, banged my head a few times, but I learned how to do it. And I became good friends with one of the guys in my grade who would like do tricks and shows at lunchtime and at recess. And he taught me some new tricks as well. I love it. It feels like you're flying. One of my favorite things is to go to like one of those trampoline parks and just like flip with my brother. It's awesome. Okay, so next is I've always wanted to be in the Guinness Book of World Records. I don't know why. I think it kind of maybe ties into my food dare situation or challenges, but I used to watch this show called Robin Big on MTV, and I remember Robin Big one time got into the Guinness Book of World Records by doing like these random things, and I was like, man, I could eat like 6 bananas in a minute. Come on, I could be in the in the record book. It's probably more than that by now, but who knows? But yeah, I think, oh, maybe I should do that. Maybe that's something that I should do on this channel, is try to get into the Guinness Book of World Records. Is that a thing? Is that happening? Stay tuned. Next is a very random thing, but I try to spin all these things to be like positive, but this is one that's super random, but I don't like feet. I think they look crazy and I'm just not a fan. I mean, I'm grateful for them as appendages. You know, I took a walk today through my neighborhood. I went to the grocery store. It was wonderful, so I'm grateful for their function, but I don't care to see them. I don't care to touch them. I don't care for people to touch me with them. It's just like, it's not my thing. I mean, like babies, I guess, you know, I think that's cute. You know, they just want to put them in their mouths and stuff. I think babies' feet are cute, but like maybe like after 5 years old or something, like they just start to look crazy to me. Even people who are like, oh, my feet are so cute. My feet are so cute. I just look and I'm like, I don't see it. I prefer to have mine covered as much as possible, even during times when people have strong opinions about them not being covered. But yeah, I'm just not a big feet dude. Yeah, no, thank you. Next up is I follow astrology. I have my zodiac sign right here. Oh, can you even see that? Oh, you can see it. Okay. Yeah. I'm in Aries, and I just always have believed in it. Ever since I was a little kid, I just loved to read my horoscope, and I've always followed it. I am a believer of like the general aspects and characteristics of the signs, you know, the commonalities of Scorpios and Geminis and Virgos. Pisces too, and Leos too. No, I'm a fire sign. I love all my fellow fire signs. I love all signs. No, the thing is that I feel like you can be a version of yourself. You can be like an unevolved version of your sign, or you can be an evolved version of your sign. And then there's so much more that we all can be. I don't think you can put these infinite souls into a little box. But yeah, I follow the stars. The next thing is I'm ticklish, like a child. Like literally like a 7-year-old child. It's so crazy how ticklish I am, and it's awkward sometimes and embarrassing at others. Once I was rear-ended and I had to go to physical therapy and a chiropractor because of my back and my shoulder, and the chiropractor recommended me to get a massage. And so I was on the table, totally ready to get a massage, but as soon as that lady touched me, I just like burst into laughter. And I was trying to muffle it, you know, because I didn't want to seem like a crazy person, but like my body's like shaking from the laughter. And she's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just really ticklish." And then she says, "How old are you?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm grown." And she goes, "All right, we'll turn over. Maybe we'll go to like your legs or something, maybe a spot that's not so sensitive." And so I turn over and I'm thinking, oh, that's going to be worse. And so she starts trying to massage my thighs. And as soon as she touches them, I just burst into laughter again. She's like, "Okay, maybe we'll just end right there and I'll go talk to the doctor and I'll be back." That lady never came back. I never had another massage session with her ever again. The next thing is really simple, but I mean, kind of random, but I prefer heat over cold. It's probably because I'm from Arizona. Also, I'm a fire sign. But no, I would rather be warm than cold. Like in a sleep situation, I don't want to sleep with fans. I would rather take off clothes and take off layers than like be cold and have to bundle up under the covers. I'm totally cool with being warm. If it's like 60 something, oh, to me that is freezing and I'm not here for it. Give me the sunshine, give me the heat any day. Last and not least is that I am a lucid dreamer. I've been aware of it since I was 9 years old. That's like the first time I was like, oh, I'm able to do whatever I want in my dreams, which was mostly fly. Like I just wanted to fly all the time. I still fly pretty much every night in my dreams. That's my preferred mode of transportation while dreaming. If I'm dreaming and I'm driving or something, there's like a specific reason for it. And usually I get annoyed and make the car or truck fly or something because I get out and start flying just because I like to fly. But yeah, growing up, I thought that everybody dreamed like this. And so it wasn't until like I got older that I realized that people weren't in control of scenarios in their dream. And I just find it so fascinating because for me, it's just so natural to be able to control like different aspects of your dream. I don't like control voluntarily the situations of the dreams. Like I go to sleep and I'm in a situation that I didn't like put myself in. But if I don't like it or something, I can totally change it. I usually have some form of superpowers or magic in my dreams. So things usually go according to my way. Like I never have nightmares, ever. If something is like not cool or kind of scary, my like dreaming self will say, oh, this is weird, or this dream is lame, and it'll just instantly change to another thing, or I'll say to myself, wake up, and I'll just wake up and then instantly fall back asleep and be in another dreamscape. So yeah, I'm really interested to hear from other lucid dreamers because I know I'm not alone. But I know this is like not common. Like my friends, my roommate, like they don't have this same thing. So I'd really be interested to talk to other people who experience the dreamscape in a similar way that I do. All right, that's it. I think that's all 11 things. So that's the end of the video. If you're still watching, I love you. Thank you for tuning in and watching this. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, and hit that bell for notifications. I'd love to hear any thoughts you have about the random things that I talked about in this video, especially if you're in the Guinness Book of World Records, or if you know somebody who is in it and you know how to get in it, let me know. And if you're a lucid dreamer, please holler at your boy. I hope to hang out with you soon. But until then, my friends, I'll see you next time.